It's 7:45. News Extra is next on KNEB. We'll check the birthday calendar and talk some sports here in a few minutes. News Extra brought to you by Gehring Civic Center, and here's Kevin Lee.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. Our guests today are Marcia Estrada. She is the services manager at Cirrus House, and Pam Gotting. She is a member of Cirrus House, and we're going to talk about Mental Health Awareness Month and just some of the things that Cirrus House does for our community. And we're also going to talk, I guess, first of all, simply about mental illness. And Marcia, let's just talk. Mental illness is a disease, right? Let's just talk about mental illness in general and the cost of it and what it really is.
Mental illness is a disease. There are numerous types of mental illness that affect people. It does not care if you're rich, you're poor, you're very religious, or an atheist. It doesn't care. It strikes anyone, usually in the prime of their life. The illnesses that Cirrus House works with are what are considered the severe and persistent mental illnesses. Major depression, schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, bipolar disorder, those illnesses that derail people, disable them, and impact their life significantly. Often it's misdiagnosed. Sometimes people, they don't know what's happening. It hits people, ages 16, 18, 20, when they're right in the prime of their life trying to figure out what they want to do. Oftentimes people will medicate with drugs or alcohol until they get diagnosed and get on the proper medications.
All right, and you're talking about there's various things that cause mental illness. When folks are at the Cirrus House, what does the Cirrus House do to help folks in regards to mental illness?
Cirrus House has several different programs and components. We have a day program where people can come in and engage in work-related activities. Cooking, we provide a meal every noon. So there are 18 different tasks that people could do to help get that meal out and serve that meal and clean up from it. We do a newsletter that we send out to over 200 clubhouses nationwide, worldwide, and we provide transportation for members. We have 27 authorized drivers, members that provide transportation to doctors, to work. We have an employment program where people can start back to work, part-time entry-level jobs with the support of the clubhouse. We have housing. We have 63 apartments. 2 programs are supported housing and assisted living, and a youth program where we're trying to assist youth in transitioning into adulthood and deal with their mental illness.
All right. Is mental illness hereditary?
It is a genetic. That's the theory that I guess is most supported. It is genetic. It does run in families. I've been with Cirrus House 31 years, and I've worked with, I'm now with some third generation people, so it is genetic. It does run in families.
Yeah. Okay. Pam, you are a member of Cirrus House, and I guess let's just talk about what Cirrus House has done for you. First of all, let's talk first of all about what Cirrus House has done for you, and then we can maybe talk about how you got involved with Cirrus House, how you had to deal with it yourself.
Okay. Cirrus House, when I first started almost 2 years ago, I started out working in the kitchen, helping out with lunch, getting things, the dining room set up for lunch, helping the kitchen, cooking, helping with the salad bar that we have every day, Monday through Friday. And then I switched units. Now I work in Megabytes, which we combine food service and media. At that point it was called media. And I help with the newsletter, make reach out cards to members if they're not there or they're sick or they have a death in the family. We make anniversary and birthday cards for every member, and we do a number of things. We get the club forum agenda together and And we do a lot of stuff with Reach Out, and we also include Speakers Bureau, which we come and speak to groups. I've talked to about 4 different groups. I've helped with the booth at JAM, which is Joint Agency Meeting. PALS has every year.
How did you know that you needed help? How did you know that you needed to go to the Cirrus House and kind of reach out and say, you know, I have some problems here, and it might be nice if maybe somebody helps me out?
Well, I've been dealing with mental illness all my life, as far as not myself, but my mother was mentally ill, and I could never understand that. My ex-husband was mentally ill, and I couldn't understand that. I didn't have any support. I didn't understand what was going on. But when it came down to me, we finally decided during a session of med checks to decide that I would be going to Cirrus House. I had hurt my shoulder, and all I was doing was staying home in my pajamas all day long. I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't being out with people. The only time I could go out was if I could get a ride to go to the doctor or whatever. So I started at Cirrus House and showed up every day. And now my schedule doesn't allow me to be there every day, but I do miss it when I can't be there, because it gave me a sense of self-worth. It gave me a work order. It gave me a schedule to be. I had to be up and get dressed. I had to be there at a certain time, and I made new friends. And I did have friends from before when my ex-husband was there.
Okay, so it gave you kind of a reason to get up in the morning, which is everybody needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. More after this 30-second timeout.
With large, spacious rooms, a distinctively clear sound system, exhilarating images on the 5 jumbo screens.
Okay, we're going to talk about the ribbons and your block party. Okay.
West Nebraska's premier multifunction facility for your next business.
We'll let Pam talk about the ribbons, and we'll let Marcia talk about the block party.
Visit us at www.GaringCivicCenter.com.
We're almost out of
The
time.
Garing Civic Center. This is how satisfied should feel.
We are back on News Extra. This is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we have Marcia Estrada, who is the Services Manager over at Cirrus House, and Pam Gotting, who's a member of Cirrus House. And Pam, you're wearing a green ribbon, and you guys are going to be handing out 600 of those. What do those ribbons signify?
Since Mental Health Awareness Month is the month of May, they are green. And the 600 represents the members that have been a part of Cirrus House since the start in 1984.
That's pretty amazing. 600 people have been helped out by Cirrus House. So if you see people wearing green ribbons, that's what it's all about this month. And Marcia, you guys are also at Cirrus House going to have a fundraiser and a block party coming up later this month. Let's talk about that event real quick.
On Wednesday, May 25th, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., we will be having a block party at 1509 First Avenue in our parking lot. And we will have available a meal. We've got a variety of things. We've got hot dogs, pulled pork sandwiches, I think hamburgers, chips, soda, baked beans, available for $5, but we would like everyone to come help us celebrate the clubhouse, the community, and get more aware of mental health and mental illness.
All right, for $5 from 11 a.m. to 3 that day, right?
Yes.
On Wednesday, May 25th, over at the Cirrus House parking lot. That's at 1509 First Avenue. 1509 First Avenue, 11 a.m. to 3 on Wednesday, May 25th. So, Pam, Marcia, thanks for coming in, and we'll look for those green ribbons, okay? And we'll know what that's all about this month. Back to you, Dan. All right, very good.
Computerized accounting records help keep your information